Hello, hi, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you is the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading. See what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully help bring you some clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden or change your perspective, help you see something with a different filter, in a different light, in a new way. In the end, always trust yourself that divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the character oracle today. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What are prominent characters, people, personalities, and messages to have insight on right now for the collective? Please and thank you. A stranger is going to be important in your life, or this is a conversation that you have with someone you don't really know so well. So this could be somebody you meet randomly when you're out and about. It could also be the energy of someone who starts as a stranger but ends up to be a very good friend, maybe even a partner, a lover. I'm getting you smiling at strangers, opening the door for somebody in the supermarket. It's also a chance encounter, definitely being at the right place at the right time. It could also be that this person is the one who knows somebody else that can help you out with something. It's a mutual aid, and it's somebody who's going to be a new friend. I feel like when you meet this person, you sort of open right up in conversation, or maybe this person has a big personality and they just sort of start talking to you. Maybe you're even a little taken back by that. But I'm getting that there's something really nice in this person's energy that maybe you begin to open up more. But I am definitely getting for some of you that if this is not someone who is going to become a good friend, I feel like this person is connected to somebody else and going to introduce you to someone else, or know someone else that either is going to be a very good friend or person in your life, or be the one that can help you out with something. I heard the one you were looking for. Let's get, I'm also getting, if some of you are set up on a blind date, go. Even if this person doesn't end up to be your partner or your lover, I still feel like the conversation is going to be good, and it might still be someone who ends up to maybe not be a lover, but a friend. So let's see. Let's get another character for the collective, a learner. Maybe you're going to meet a lot or learn a lot from this person. It could also be that somebody has the right, it could be background or skill or experience, but maybe they have the right information you need for something that you are learning about or would enjoy learning about. For some of you, you could be going back to school, learning a specific trade, learning more about something. I feel like for some of you, you're continuing your education, but there was a lot of space in between. Like you took a break, and that break turned out to be having maybe to go to work or whatever happened in your life, and that break like spanned longer than you intended. And you're now getting that itchy energy to go back to school. But I'm also getting for some of you, this is something you can learn online, maybe not even in a school, but maybe something in some videos. It's going to feel interesting to you. It's seeker of knowledge, inquisitive progress, aspirant, and explorer. I feel like whatever knowledge you are gaining, or whatever rabbit hole you are ready to go down, or wherever you want to put your energy into, it's definitely going to expand your mind. But I'm getting that some of you have to throw away something that you learned in the past, or like empty out the brain files a little bit on the way you normally do something or have learned to do something, so you can learn to do something that you already know a different way. It's still expanding your skills, but it's like a different viewpoint or a different filter or a different approach to what you're doing. I hope that made sense. Also with that card, I am sort of getting that some of you are going somewhere in the world, or you have to travel. So maybe some of you are learning a new language, but you actually get to use it in that country. Let's get one more from this deck. One more message, please and thank you. I'm also getting, for some of you, you meet somebody in a class. I don't know why I saw a painting class. Maybe a painting class, maybe a music class, maybe some kind of trade or skill. I heard lunch. Maybe it's not even somebody you go to class with. Maybe it's somebody you meet like at lunchtime, on the break, in the in-between time. That gave me goosies. Yeah, it might be somebody who's going to a totally different class or has totally different skills, but I mean, this does say encounter by chance. So you're just sort of at that right place, in the coffee shop at the same time, getting pizza at the same time, in the elevator at the same time, parking your cars at the same time, something like that. Let's get one more from this deck. What is one more message to be helpful on a character, a person, a personality, and message to be helpful for the collective to navigate what's going on right now with the energy? A coach. Yeah, you're definitely learning something. Maybe some of you have some eager students. Maybe it's almost like a brand new class that it's coming in. I'm kind of getting that if you are a teacher, this class that you are teaching is not going to be like any other class you ever have. I'm getting a lot of curiosity. Maybe they're asking you some difficult questions as the teacher, as the coach, that are getting you thinking, that are perhaps maybe having you even see how you would teach that class, like in a different way. I am getting that there are some students that are going to open up a teacher's mind, but that could be you too. Like really having them question something that they just kind of did by the book before. That feels really fun. I feel like this is going to be a fun dynamic. But this could also be a coach for, I'm getting like a coach for taking a specific test, or it could be a coach, like a coach that does sports. So maybe some of you are even volunteering, or you're a baseball coach, or football coach. I'm even getting some kind of training for, I don't know why I see a gymnast, or like a dancer, something like that. So maybe it's even somebody on the football team, but they're taking ballet. I feel like there's some kind of different energy from what the normal intention was. Like I feel like there's something extra you can learn about, or different that you're going to be teaching. It's train, nurture, develop a plan, encourage, and support. I am getting a lot of that energy lately for you guys, that you're going to be very supportive and encouraging on maybe one person in particular that is a little bit hesitant, or maybe doesn't have complete confidence in what they're doing, but you recognize their potential. I feel like you are boosting somebody's confidence, but also helping them grow somehow. And if that's not you doing that for somebody else, there's definitely somebody coming in and you feel like they're just a mentor. Even if they're not the teacher, there's still somebody in your life where they're like, they give you, I'm getting that pep talk energy. Like they're going to like pep talk you. They believe in you. So if you have the energy of training, it might mean you have to first develop a plan. I even see a schedule an itinerary. I even see you having to put something on your phone so you get alerts, so you remember to do something. I just heard procrastination, so maybe if you have a test, homework, even something at your job that you have to turn in, maybe it's a lot easier if you get yourself organized and begin. Even if you can't finish that project, just beginning something is going to make you feel a lot better than waiting until the end right before something is due, being up all night and running on empty. I feel like you're actually going to give yourself a bigger pocket of time, and you're going to really calm the old nerves. If you just begin something, I see once you start it flowing pretty good. I even see some kind of like report, but that could be something that some of you are doing at your job. You write reports, or it's like, I kind of feel like it's maybe something you have to do maybe at the end of the day. Or maybe it's about doing something at the end of the day before you go home, so you don't have as much of a workload or pressure in the morning when you get there. I hope that made sense for you guys. Let me show you all these pictures. I'm definitely getting a lot of different energies with all of these. So let's go to something different. Let's do the animal spirit messages. And then maybe an angel number, and see how it flows. What is one animal message to be helpful for the collective right now, please, and thank you. A badger. Wow, those are really strong animals. The badger also makes me think of a dachshund. Maybe you have a dachshund. I feel like they were bred to hunt badgers. I have no idea why I thought of that. It's funny, it says a badger, but it looks like a raccoon. I'll let you see that. So maybe something doesn't really look on the outside as it works in the inside. Like something is not as it appears. Or maybe it's about a mistake. I feel like this card is almost a mistake. So maybe it's about crossing your T's, dotting your I's. Even when things like this come through in a reading, I always feel like it's still somehow important. Endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. This is definitely a message telling you to be in the now and start that manifestation energy with what you can do with where you are and the tools you have and the people you know. The right people are going to show up to help you. The right door of opportunity will open up when something is ready for you. I'm even seeing some of you working on a new skill. Maybe you're staying at your job, but you're learning something extra, maybe to get a raise. But I almost feel like for some of you, that position isn't quite even available yet. Maybe somebody has to like get a different position, or somebody is moving, and the right timing is going to come through if you are working on your own little thing right now, where that position is going to be available like just at the right time, like just when you graduate or just when you finish another project. So have faith, you know, hold that energy of hope, belief. And if it's not where you were thinking it's going to be, it might be because you are eventually going to have that random encounter and divine interaction with someone who will be that connection to the right, even partnership, person, project. I am getting business partnership or something you're working on, some of you with I heard designing together, building together, or job that you need. I'm even seeing a home for some of you. I don't know why I saw a new home. but I'm still getting that you're going to find the right connection to get you there, to the thing that feels right. So let's continue. I didn't bring that much out here. But let's do an angel number. Angel number, clarity for the collective on Badger, endurance. You can do it. Don't run on empty. Make sure you get enough sleep. I see that's that procrastination thing again. I feel like if you, I feel like you will be able to give yourself more pockets of time to rest if you organize yourself and adjust your schedule a little bit. What is one angel number to be helpful for the collective right now, please and thank you? 555. I always see a 5 as change. I always see it as, it says change. I see it as a change because when I picture the 5, I always picture a wheel spinning. I say something before to you guys about getting encouragement or you encouraging others. It is. You're getting encouragement, support. It could be an obstacle, but sometimes obstacles are a good thing because they help you grow. They redirect your attention. They push you in a different way that you are really supposed to be. It's also getting that big call. It's like a calling, a feeling. And it's creative work. You're going to level up. That's pretty big. It might not feel good initially. That's that maybe I'm even getting if some of you are going back and training, like if it's something to do with your body, going back to the gym, how that first couple days you get sore. But then your body learns very fast. Also, if some of you, I see somebody starting to play the guitar, you don't have the calluses on your fingers yet and it gets like a little hard, but you will develop the calluses you need to be able to play more easily. I feel like it's something like that. It's that little growing pain, learning curve time that's a little uncomfortable. Get through it. Keep going. Keep your endurance going. It will get easier. It will prepare you to handle greater things in life that are coming in because it's for your highest good. And that is the why you've been looking for. Why you're doing something. Why you're pushing through something. Why you're keeping your endurance up. There is a reward that is waiting for you at the finish line. There is something being orchestrated right now, divinely or by others, that is meant for you. So let's go to the tarot. I have this fairy tarot. So let's start with one message from the fairy tarot and get the foundational energy message, how to navigate these changes. Maybe knowing a little more about this support or the stranger that you are going to meet by chance, new friends coming in, support that you have or you are giving. One opening tarot message for the collective, please and thank you. It's interesting because you have 555, which does equal 15. And 15 is the energy of ego in this deck. It's also the devil in other decks. This is a very strong energy. It could be a Capricorn kind of energy that you're dealing with, or you're a Capricorn. It's a very strong sign. I really like Capricorns. Like very grounded. Usually I see a Capricorn as an energy sort of meant to be a coach, meant to be a boss, very good at leading others, and it's the way they do it. There's something really, I don't know, I see somebody as a leader that's both leading a situation but really relatable and real, really respected. I really like this energy, even though it is a hard energy. It like freaks people out to get the devil, but it's not scary. The point of this card, this energy coming through, is to face it and give it no power. Because once you face your fears, once you have self-awareness and inner understanding of something that needs to change in your life, then you can start to make those changes. If this is somebody very much in their ego, they're not opening up to the divine messages that are trying to direct and guide them from spirit, what their higher self is saying. Sometimes it's not even following the truth of your heart, because it's your ego, it's that want energy getting in the way of what you truly deserve and how much you're supposed to have. It's usually where you get stuck in some kind of situation that feels like a karmic cycle, and you do feel stuck. You feel trapped. You feel like you're in chains. It's sometimes the too much energy, but that can be anything. Too much candy, too much coffee, too much drinking, too much exercise, too much work, too much TV, too much of anything in your life brings you out of balance. And once you adjust your schedule or adjust something in your life, maybe a tiny tweak or a big change, a total release on something, it helps you have more of your attention and your energy where it's supposed to be, so it can be a healthier energy in your life. This could be unhealthy attachments. This could be manipulating energy. It could be addictions. But when this energy comes through, it's because you're recognizing that something ain't working anymore. Something's not feeling so good anymore. It's draining you. It's taking you away from other things that you would be, like I heard, in love doing. It can go many different ways. So it's the energy of releasing those chains, making some solid changes, and doing something different, even if it starts slowly. Like today, you're going to wake up and not do that so much, or make a change over here. It's also where ego is too much in your mind. The changes could be in your beliefs that you're stuck, your beliefs that you can't do something, your beliefs that you wouldn't be able to run a business. I just heard coach soccer, or open your mind and learn something new and go back to school, or meet somebody randomly that could be a really important person in your life that could help you out with everything. It's all about your beliefs, your mindset. This could also be somebody else who's finally ready to make some big ass changes in their life that are going to make all of the difference. The illusion of being trapped, it's also when you place too much importance on material things, on the stuff, on the trophy, on the finish line, on that goal. You can't take the stuff with you. You take that inner wisdom. You take your experiences. You take the love with you. That's that legacy energy. That's the things that you did that you are proud of. The experiences you had with others, where you grew, where you changed, where you got to love. That helped you develop as a soul, but also it's developing your spiritual wings. It's getting caught up in fear and worry. It's getting stuck in your head. To spend so much energy worrying about something you can't control, or worrying about someone you can't control, or how something is going to come about, takes you out of the energy of what you can do right now with your energy. What you can control. If this is anybody that is too much in control of you and making you feel restricted, maybe you have to cut some strings. Maybe you have to spend less time with those people. Maybe you have to have a really big conversation that something is not working for you anymore. I also see this sometimes as having to almost let loose a little bit. Because sometimes the devil comes through and it's somebody who is partying, not being responsible, not waking up on time, not handling things in a mature way, worried about everyone else and what they think, or too selfish in themselves. But sometimes if it's someone that is uber responsible, it is an energy where somebody can come through and kind of pull you out of your shell a little bit, let you go out, have a good time. I actually heard play hooky. So maybe it's even taking off a day, letting yourself relax. You know, it's not an excessive of anything, but it's a little of something different will change up your energy and bring balance back in your life. I hear pulling out, like out of your shell. So maybe somebody's pulling you out of your shell, or you're pulling somebody else out of their shell. Guide. These two fairies are taking the guidebook, which is interesting because here you have that plan, and here you have all of these like instructions or this book. And I do feel like maybe you have to rewrite the rules, unlearn something, or throw away your old way of seeing something, your old way of doing something. Let's get one more from the fairy. The Queen of Winter. Well, this would definitely be an energy that knows how to cut the strings. Also how to be a coach, somebody who has a very sharp, brilliant mind, would always want to be expanding in what they know. I really like the Queen of Winter. It's a Queen of Swords, so it's usually an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, but it's an energy and a personality facet in you or somebody you know. This is usually very strong. I see her as very funny. She's very independent. She's amazing in a partnership, but she's more of that interdependent kind of relationship than a codependency. Like when she's in the upright, because she kind of wants to have her own thing going on. I do see this as a queen that can be boss. I also see this as a queen that goes through many obstacles, challenges in his or her life, and has learned from them, and absolutely does not want to repeat a weird-ass cycle. Once that lesson is learned, she's not going back. She's not doing it again. And she actually can help coach and teach others from her experiences. When she sees anyone else kind of going through something, not having the energy of security or confidence with what they're going through, she comes through to boost their confidence, to help them, to speak on behalf of them. She can be a little cold. Sometimes this queen does have to learn to unice her heart a little bit if she is a little bit closed off on expressing her feelings. But it has nothing to do with her not feeling a lot. She feels a lot. She just prefers to see reality and prefers to be logical and realistic about something. So she does get a little bit weird in her energy when there's a lot of maybe emotions or love kind of energy that can be confusing, and she doesn't know exactly how to put that on words. I would say maybe this queen would be very good with writing down her emotions to work something out, to help her express it a little bit easier. This is somebody who is very strong and patient, self-sufficient, and I do see her as having a really good sense of humor. Someone who is funny. We'll take a look at her upside down, because she's probably my least favorite queen upside down, because she's so harsh. She definitely is a she uses her words to poke and prod and manipulate and hurt others. When she is upside down, she can be really nasty, and doesn't really care who she hurts or what she says or how her words might really like bring someone down or ruin their day or like totally take away their confidence. But that's only when she's in the energy of not believing in herself, not recognizing how valuable she is, and reflecting outside of herself the things that she probably doesn't even want to take a look at that are going on inside of him or her. But let's flip her back upright, because everybody has different facets and different energies within a day, within a personality. Nobody is completely upright and completely upside down. It's let go of all of the things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career and it's unmarried or divorced individuals. That can be true. This could be somebody who has been divorced or never got married, or even when they're in a relationship, they still always have their own goals they'd like to achieve and I hear maintain. But this could be, if it's upside down, somebody if this is not a nice energy in your life, and this is anybody who is kind of in the energy of, I don't know, their harsh words, then that could be somebody you're releasing out of your life. And I would say unapologetically. But I feel like this is the energy coming through to give you the strength to let something go, but also to be logical about how you go about doing it. Let's go to a different tarot deck and clarify these. I have this reversal deck. I can't think of what the name of it's called. I just brought the tarot out. I always put my decks in the description, so I will put that down there for you. I'm looking at the Queen of Winter, and I thought of the song Winter by TORI AMOS. Let's get one message to clarify the Queen of Winter and 15 ego. And you are clarified beautifully with the Magician. You can manifest exactly what you need right now with where you are, the tools you have, the skills you already have, the experience you've already had is enough. You are enough. And you are at the perfect position to begin, to start. The energy of the Magician is not afraid to fail. It's trying something as many times as you need until you get it right. The Magician can manifest miracles if the Magician is involving his or her spiritual energy and the truth of their heart, the direction they really desire to go. If they're completely ignoring that and letting their ego rule them and doing something because it's what they were told they had to do, or what they will be doing in their life because it gives them, I hear like I see people looking at the Magician. Like if the Magician is doing a job because they're so worried about everyone thinking that they have this great job, but then they go in that job every day and they hate it, then is that really the truth of their heart? What if it's not the most grand, spectacular, high-paying, sparkly job, but they're doing something where they're just enjoying themselves every day, or they're doing something where they have no pressure that they had with that thing that maybe you or someone else went to school for a long time. I just saw somebody working in like a deli. Maybe it's owning a deli and not being on Wall Street. Maybe I just saw pizza again. Maybe it's making pizza. Maybe it's being a chef instead. I just see the Magician as being able to flip things around and to start to manifest different dreams as they come through, but with integrity and honesty. If this is the Magician upright, it's just somebody definitely stuck in ego or pulling the wool over your eyes. The shady salesman selling the bullshit product that's going to break in 3 days, but they slip out the door and make you think that if you buy 10 today, you're going to get this deal. And then, they slip away, and then you have 10 things you can never use, and they don't work anyway. And now you have this hunk of junk that you thought was a great deal. It's that sort of like energy. But when the Magician is upright and they talk about what they're manifesting and you talk about what you're doing, and it has that sparkly spiritual energy behind it, it does attract the right people into your life because they feel that energy is real. Because this person is working and putting energy into what they truly desire and believe in with all of their heart. Now, that manifestation energy actually feels like miracles are just constantly happening in his or her life. It is knowing that you are talented enough. If you don't have something around you, the Magician figures out how to adjust something, go to the store, or put together a tool of their own making so they can get that thing done that didn't work out, you know, in that last trial. I just heard hit the nail on the head. So that makes me think of like once you get something, once you finally figure out the right way to do something, I don't know, I saw like a blueprint, like once like a prototype or a blueprint or something like that. Like once you get that one right, you make all the tweaks you needed. I see a lot of abundance coming through. Like I see coins from the sky, but I see them as gold. So it makes me think of multiple opportunities, or maybe the energy to manifest, I don't know, I see it like raining. So maybe it's about the education or the work you put in. Maybe it's about getting the energies out of your life, or with what you're doing, or the unbelieving thoughts that you have that are getting you stuck in your ego, changing all that around so that all this abundance can work its way into your life. But be on the page you're on. The Magician is the one, the I am energy, that start energy, the beginning. I like this, it's so colorful. The Magician has the wand at the heaven, the sword is grounded. They have this cup of emotion. And the pentacle actually looks like a lump of gold. Here, this guy looks shady. His sword's all bent, not going to cut very much. The pentacle looks wood. The chalice is like turned over. And this Magician is pointing at his ego, his own hand. Not to the energy of spirit. Let's do one more, since we did two from the other tarot. One more to clarify the Magician and put an overall summary to this reading and or extra message, please and thank you. This is really nice. This is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is the energy of you learning to do something independently on your own, manifesting something you are proud of, working in your actual like environment in your own world. This is definitely somebody who enjoys all that they have accomplished, what they have created, the abundance they brought into their own life. This is telling you you can do something on your own, or you're going to have the right people around you that believe in your dreams to help you. I like that this is a little different. Usually the Nine of Pentacles is the girl in the garden with the big bird in the lush fabric, and she's completely by herself other than that bird. And I always feel like you have all that beauty around you that you've, you get to enjoy. But it's like, I always feel like she should make a phone call and invite a friend over for tea, or enjoy it with somebody else. Even if it's her place, I still feel like there should be a sharing of it. And here you are sharing this abundance. Here it's selfish. Here it's wanting everything for yourself. Not thinking that there's not enough for everyone. I see those coins coming from the sky, so I feel like it is that message where there is enough for everyone. There is so much out there in the universes, in this world, that you can do. There is not lack, unless that's your mentality, or you believe that somebody can take something away from you. They can't. There's the right thing is out there for you. Your destiny is out there. There is enough for all. So how can you bring that enough for everybody energy into your life? That energy of sharing, that pay it forward energy, that helping somebody to learn how to fish kind of energy so they can do it on their own, not just giving them the fish and they have a good dinner. It's that energy of learning. So people all feel proud of what they have done and accomplished on their own. You know, this girl is just looking at that coin. Ego. Not this person that maybe helped her or maybe could use a little bit of that coin or that abundance or whatever it is. It also looks like this person is walking away from somebody very selfish. Here, it's sharing. They're smiling. It looks beautiful. So let's sum this reading up with notes from the universe on love and connections. What is the final message to be helpful for the collective, please, and thank you. Earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. I feel like that's sort of the same message that was coming through before with the endurance and learning, and even with the magician having to try something many different ways or times before it works. It's getting your skills to level up. Didn't you have that leveling up thing? That change is needed to come through, that something big is waiting for you and it feels like a calling, and you're going to recognize how something was a rewarding situation or a reward for you when you get there. Sometimes, you know, you go through something, it doesn't feel so easy when you're going through it until you look back and see how far you came or how far you've come. Just rehearsal for the great stuff that's coming your way. Never regret love, no matter how blind. It improved your vision. No matter how foolish, it made you wiser. And no matter how generous, it made you more. Hubba hubba, the universe. I really like that. I almost want to read it again. Never regret love. No matter how blind, because it improved your vision. No matter how foolish, because it made you wiser, and no matter how generous, it made you more. Hubba hubba the universe. Anything that opened up your heart to love was an experience that helped you understand who you are, what you deserve, how special you are, what you desire, what you deserve, what's good for you, what's not. It was all a growth to help you and your soul. And it's also to really recognize the right support and love when it's in your life. And to cherish it when you have it, because we're not guaranteed time. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you so much, and I will see you very soon. Bye.